Developed as a light version of the Type 59 medium tank starting in 1957 by NORINCO, the Type 62 was capable of maneuvering in the swampy and mountainous terrain that was common in southern China at that time. The first prototype was built in 1962. Later, the vehicle underwent several modernizations. The vehicle was classified as a light tank. It's virtually a scaled-down Type 59 MBT and has a lower ground pressure. In addition to being used by the Chinese Army, the Type 62 is also used by the Chinese Marines who come under naval command. The Type 62 can accompany infantry into the worst terrain from motorized vehicles. This was also the reason why the Type 62 served for 50 years, the longest in the Chinese Army until retiring in 2013. About 1,500 vehicles were produced between 1963 and 1989 and still in use with other nations. The Type 62 light tank was designed to be a downscale Type 59 main battle tank armed with a smaller 85mm Type 62 85 TC rifled main gun and with a much simpler gunner sight and thinner armor in order to reduce overall weight. The layout of the tank is identical to the Type 59, with the driver seated at the front of the hull on the left and the other 3 crew members in the turret. The commander and gunner are seated on the left of the turret, with the loader on the right. The engine and transmission are at the rear of the hull. The tank weighs only 21 tons compared to 36 tons for the Type 59. It has an overall length of 7.9 meters, width of 2.9 meters, and height of 2.3 meters. The torsion bar suspension consists of 5 road wheels with a distinct gap between the first and second wheels. The drive sprocket is at the rear and the idler at the front. Armor of the Type 62 light tank is relatively thin. It protects only from small arms bullets and artillery splinters. These tanks were fitted with automatic fire extinguishing system but lacked NBC protection system. Combat experience showed that the Type 62 tanks are highly vulnerable on the battlefield to all anti-tank weapons. Like the Type 59, the Type 62 light tank has a capability to make its own smoke screen by injecting raw diesel fuel into exhaust manifold. Primary armament consists of 85mm Type 62 85 TC rifled main gun with fuel extractor almost at the end of the barrel. A total of 47 rounds for the main gun are carried. Maximum range of effective fire is only 1,200 meters. Accuracy of the Type 62 is poor as it lacks fire control system or night vision equipment. Only simpler optical sights are used for aiming. Late production models were fitted with laser-range fighters. As a secondary armament, the Type 62 light tank was given the 12.7mm Type 54 anti-aircraft heavy machine gun mounted on a rotatable mount on top of the loader's hatch on the right-hand side of the roof of the turret, and two 7.62mm Type 59T medium machine guns, one mounted coaxially with the main gun, and the other one mounted to the bow of the tank. Also, a 7.62mm TAP-59T anti-aircraft medium machine gun can be additionally fitted to left-hand side turret hatch. In effort to reduce overall weight of the tank, the original 12150L 12-cylinder liquid-cooled diesel engine from TAP-59 tank was powered down from 523 to 430 horsepower. This modification version of the engine weighs considerably less and was designated 12150L3. This new engine gave the TAP-62 a maximum road speed of 60 km per hour, maximum cross-country speed of 35 km per hour, maximum road operational range of 500 km, and power-to-weight ratio of 20.5 horsepower per ton. The tank can cross 0.8 high vertical obstacles, 2.85-meter trenches, 30-degree side slopes, and 1.4 meters deep water obstacles. The TAP-62 was primarily deployed in southern China. It first saw combat during the Vietnam War. The PRC supplied the TAP-62 light tanks to the People's Army of Vietnam in the 1960s and 1970s and took part in the Ho Chi Minh Campaign in 1975. In 1979, it again saw combat against the People's Army of Vietnam during the Sino-Vietnamese War, when the PLA used about 200 tanks, mostly TAP-62s. They suffered severe losses in combat due to tanks' poor protection, as the tanks' thin armor could be easily penetrated by RPG launchers. An upgrade package was developed for the TAP-62 soon after the war and was designated TAP-62I. Based on the improvement programs after the Sino-Vietnamese War, the TAP-62 was found too lightly armored and too poorly armed to be used as a normal tank. Of the 200 tanks which invaded Vietnam, about half were knocked out, underscoring the TAP-62's lack of armor and armament. Since then, the TAP-62 has been shifted to secondary duties in southern China, such as reconnaissance, fire support, and combat with enemy lightly armored vehicles.